Well, here we are. We've just finished an interview with Mr. Ock of the Toledo branch of the National Village Council Association, and he spoke a little about the Toledo Ecotourism Association. That's the T.E.A. And we're here with Mr. Reyes Chun, who's the chairman of the T.E.A. His father and mother were founders 20 years ago in the T.E.A., and he's been an officer throughout the years as a secretary. He's been a past president. He's another man like Mr. Ock who has volunteered his time for years to come in and help develop this association, and we now have 20 groups, but I'm going to let Mr. Chun tell you a little about the T.E.A. And then he's sitting here with Mr. Tech from San Benito Puente, one of the oldest villages in Toledo, up on the border with Guatemala. And Mr. Tech has organized a group there in his village, and he'll tell you a bit about that and why he's come to see Mr. Chun. But right now, let's have Mr. Chun tell us a little about the T.E.A. and the main project they have.
Okay, good morning, and my name is Reyes Chun. I'm from a village of San Antonio, Toledo district, and I'm 45 years old. And you know, I used to be a military person, and now after my military service, I have an interest in people's development and services. Since I live in a small community, I'm still doing my little farming, my subsistence farming. I plant my own food, and now I see the benefit of ecotourism coming into our district as a supplementary income to most of our families in the villages that has less opportunity to go for further education and you know, further development of their own selves. Now, I believe in the plan, the Toledo People's Eco Park plan, and I think ecotourism here would, you know, get more people, families, the poor families, you know, supplementary cash in their pockets so that they could provide their families with food, good shelter, and good education. The Toledo Ecotourism Association has formed from last 20 years, and now we have 10 communities that are involved in the association, and most communities are either Mopan and Maya or Quechua communities. But you know, everybody lives basically the same, doing their own farming, you know, providing their families with food, and you know, but little cash. And that is where, you know, we see the ecotourism, you know, coming, you know, to a fruitful benefit for the local people that has less opportunities. Since 1990, you know, we started the pilot phase project with 4 villages, and in 1995, you know, we had 5 more villages that actually joined the association and became members under the association. In 1997, you know, the association, you know, through the efforts and work with local grassroots people, has won the award for the most socially responsible ecotourism in Berlin, Germany, the To-Do Prize. And here we have the plaque that will, you know, it is as a evidence that we are indigenous people, and we are people that you know, living in the remote areas, but you know, still we could do ecotourism, you know, not destructive but beneficial. So since 1997, you know, we still have other villages right now that has, you know, forwarded their letters to join the association, and more and more villages will, you know, is joining the association so far. But as true experience, I see that not enough marketing and support was given to the T.E.A., you know, by the government, nor by the NGOs or the funding agencies. We're here struggling, and we will continue to struggle until we reach our goal of actually reducing poverty in our district through the ecotourism and other projects like eco-forestry, eco-agriculture, and what main thing is that, you know, tourism is the main product that will change the lives of the people in our district. Not to mention, you know, our district is classified as the poorest district in Belize. We have 6 districts, but all the 5 districts are well off, well developed, more than our Toledo district. Our district is pristine, it's untouched and undiscovered. So we see other places like Cayo, San Ignacio. You know, they are getting more visitors, but you know, it's all foreign-owned resorts. And here in Toledo, we want to make a change. We want the local people to actually control, benefit from their own natural resources. And that is where we come to empower the local people in the community. Now, for the past years, we have been, you know, lobbying the Belize Tourist Board and other government officials to actually, you know, promote, you know, our guest house program. But it is nowhere that we are being heard. You know, our voices are not heard. So now, we, you know, with the change of government, we actually, you know, enlighten them with what our projects are and the benefits that are coming through our projects. But still yet, it falls on deaf ears. Now, the alternative to actually create and establish our Toledo People's Eco Park Plan would be fruitful if more people come and visit our program. And a percentage, you know, is deducted from the total amount so that it could be set aside to actually be used to actually develop this Toledo People's Eco Park Plan. Basically, we are in the communities, in the rural areas, some remote, but we see that the infrastructure, the hub, is here in Punta Gorda town. So now we are taking a step forward in actually including the urban part of Toledo district. You know, because we have in Punta Gorda, we still have people coming from the villages to look for jobs in town, and sometimes they are on a one-day job or two-day job, and the next day they don't have a job. So that's why we are looking forward to actually establish some attraction here in Punta Gorda so that everybody could benefit. Not only the local, but local restaurants, taxi drivers, you know, water taxis, you know, airports. Everybody will benefit if we come up and support the Toledo People's Eco Park Plan that we are doing.
So your plan is, it's not just for the poor community people, it's for the wealthy people in town, it's for everybody then?
It's for everybody, yes, but the thing is that we are seeing is that, you know, these people hasn't get the awareness of what they could get if they support us.
Okay, you mean the people that are running the show right now, like in the T.E.A, most of them are foreigners, that all over the world in tourism development we have a group of usually foreigners that come, they see the opportunity, they have money, sometimes the government works for them easier than the local people most of the time, and many times most of the money goes out of the country. So you've tried to address all those problems.
Right, like for example, like a good example would be San Ignacio. You know, where a lot of foreign people come, they establish their resorts, and they just employ Belizians, you know, to actually take care of the place, you know, maintenance, you know, maybe waitresses, but that's little crumbs, you know, staying in Belize. But in our Eco Park Plan, it will be the vice versa. It will be the local people that will be the ones to actually manage their own resources, and they will be the ones who will benefit most. And not to forget that, you know, 9% still have to go to the Belize Tourist Board, you know, for tax, government tax, and that is the way, you know, if we get more people, we will put more revenues into the public